Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. We're so excited that you're still there listening to us. Now, the issue of presidency come 2023 has been the focus of the political war, and right now we are hearing different versions of reply from the Northerners about the issue of zoning, and some of the governors have started talking. Now, it's the time for Miyetti Allah to tell Nigerians who they are going to be supporting. A few days ago, we heard some Fulani guys talking about supporting Tinubu and that he's the only candidate from southern part of Nigeria which they can support. But that was coming from just an individual. But by the time Macban came up, they gave a different, narration to what that guy said. And now we're going to be looking at what Meiti Allah have to tell Nigerians about the issue of supporting a southerner for 2023 elections. That's presidency 2023. But before we give you full details of this news, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by hitting on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, national president of Miyetti Allah Kota Hall, Bello Bodejo, has said that the association will not support any southern candidate for presidency in 2023. Among the Southerners that have declared interest to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari are the national leader of the All Progressive Congress APC Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Dele Momodu, Anyim Pius Anyim, Isaac Ositelu, a businessman and former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, senator representing Imo West and a former governor of Imo State, and also the governor of Ebonyi State, talking about Umahi. In an interview with The Sun, Bodejo said Northerners manage the country better than their counterparts in the South. According to his words, he said, even though Nigeria is one, we are not going to support a Southerner as president. A president from the North is better because Northerners are better managers of the nation than the Southerners. The North has demonstrated that there is no difference among them in the region. They don't show this is Fulani, this is Hausa, and this is this and that. Unlike in the South, northern people have managed the country better than the Southerners. If your enemy asks you to join him to scatter your father's house, can you support him to break your father's house? You shouldn't do that. But if he overshadows you and you help him to accomplish that, you would cry later. It will be very difficult for a southerner to manage Nigeria the way a northerner would. A northerner that are ruling or governing were trained by our leaders that ruled the country before. Bodejo also spoke on the grazing routes, adding that states should return area earlier marked for reserves to headers. He also accused Samuel Ortom, governor of Benue State, of playing politics with the Fulanis. Ortom wants to be a hero by force. After the end of his tenure, even to be a councillor in his village, he can't get it. He's doing politics with the Fulanis. He was the first person that called for the stoppage of Fulanis from grazing their cattle, but we went to court to stop his evil plot, and that is why he is running here and there, asking Buhari to declare Fulani organization as an insurgency group. Those were the words coming from Bello Bodejo, and it's really very subjective. There is no objectivity in what he says. I'm trying to be very open here, and I'm trying to look at every point that he has mentioned. Now, when we are talking about making mention of issues like that the Northerners are better in ruling the country than the Southerners, let's take a review of what happened when the likes of Obasanjo was up there in power and when Jonathan was in power, and now that the Northerner has ruled for 8 years, how has it been? Yes, we have to look at that seriously. Can you begin to compare the data, compare what had happened in terms of financial improvement, look at the economy, look at health care, look at insecurity, look at a lot of, a lot of issues, a lot of data that we can use to determine that. And you will see that he is talking from the perspective of his selfish personal gain. Yes, and that is absolutely true. If you look at the only thing these guys are looking for, if we must be, very straightforward, they are trying to deteriorate the state or the country to where it was far back in the 1950s, in the 1960s. That's what these guys are yearning for. The other day I was watching, I think, BBC or so, and I saw something, Austria or so. Yes, I think it's Austria or one of these newly, known European countries, and they talked about a flying car that they are trying to integrate it into their system. They are looking for a way of bringing in a flying car, and they're already test running it. You understand? A flying car. And I was like, what is going on? I saw it. I was in a bank when I saw it, and everyone was just laughing. And someone there says that today Nigeria is still thinking about creating routes for cattle to roam about the streets of Nigeria. And here is another country who is not even as old in age like Nigeria. They are now thinking of flying cars. I mean, flying, they showed us the cars. And I was like, what is going on in the country? Who took us back into the Stone Age like this? And unfortunately, we know when it all started. Today, they are talking about tracing reserve routes for what? Animals should not even be closer to, where people are staying. And they are today telling us they are not going to support the Southerners. I feel that this statement that Bodejo has made is a step towards seeing Nigeria being disintegrated. I'm telling you, because no matter, despite the fact that if you look at Nigerian constitution, it's not well spelled out that there will be something like zoning or rotational, presidency. But it's obvious that it's a silent clause in our constitution based on the way the country is being run. And if they say they are not going to support anyone, I feel that the Southerners need to wake up and let them understand their standpoint in event of a northerner winning come 2023. Yes, we are looking for a competent hand that can rule this country. And I can assure you that every region in this country have a competent personality that can take care of this country, and Nigerians will smile at the end of the day. So if we all have competent people who have been tested, proven, and approved as being capable leaders, I feel at that point, or at this point, that such people should be given an opportunity when it is the turn for that particular geopolitical zone to bring out someone. They should bring out such a person, and he will rule the country right there. Now, as we are talking, it's asked strictly for the South, and being that it is for the South, if you look at the southern part of Nigeria, the Yorubas have been there, but the Igbos have never tested it. The Niger Delta have also tested it. So if the Southeasterners have not tested it, this is an opportunity to, allow them to rule the country, so that one will, boast of how fair democracy has been ever since it was brought into Nigeria. And, I will always say it anytime that if such an opportunity come for us to elect someone who will run the show coming from Southwest, we'll be talking about the likes of, Peter Obi, because that's the only competent person that we are so sure that if he's on board, number one, there won't be anything like nepotism, there won't be anything like corruption. At least we are so sure that his track record has proven him as an incorruptible person. Yes. And also the likes of Donald Duke of Cross River State, when he was on board, we knew what he did. Cross River State was never in the map of Nigeria. What I mean is he was never known. But when he was there, he proved a point. So I feel those are the only two competent hands in the South that I can point out and say these people deserve this position. But talk about, if you want to mention others, I don't think that I can, kind of synergize with them to rule Nigeria, because the level of corruption in Nigeria are already tired of it. But for now, with the statement that Bodejo has made, Nigerians need to wake up and let him understand that this country does not belong to Fulani. Even if they don't vote, you understand? Even if they decide not to vote, Nigeria should prove to them that Nigeria is bigger than any ethnic group in Nigeria, and we cannot be subjugated to, the Stone Age to begin to run the show according to the dictates of any man. That's where I like to leave it. Go to